Okay, so I left off at when you see her face, you are looking at the face of the Holy Mother. And the world has been in search for God. And all this time, you've been looking her in the face. Okay? Um, One of the clues is, and this is what got me to going. I was reading the book of Revelations, and it said that, I mean, I don't know if y'all familiar with it. It said that there's a verse in there that says that no man on in heaven, no man on the earth. Keep in mind that we talking about man, and they say man is plural, but then in the same Bible they know how to distinguish woman from man when they talking about shit that like she unclean and she can't do this and she can't do that. When it come to fucking rules and shit, you know how to distinguish man from woman. But then when it come time for when God to say no man on earth or in heaven, you don't know how to distinguish man from woman when you speak in those type of verses. Shut the fuck up, lying. Don't nobody want to hear that shit, okay? So what I figured out is when God says, I hate that, sorry to ramble on like that, but I just, it just, the shit gets me pissed off. So God said, no man in heaven, no man on the earth, and no man up under the earth was worthy to open the seven sealed document, right? So this is some secret knowledge that even God Himself can't even open. So I said, well, wait a damn minute. How in the fuck it is God the author of the Bible? He handed down tablets and shit from the heavens. He coming down, and whatever he came down and he just handing shit down. But he got a scroll that he supposedly had written in the author of, but he can't read his own shit. That don't make no sense at all. It's absurd. But when you look at ancient cultures, you gotta go with our people. You got to go backwards in order to move forward, and we need to understand that. In all ancient cultures, when it came time for the bearer of light, which is a representation of knowledge and wisdom, it's always a woman holding the damn torch. It's always a woman holding the secret scroll. Or the high priestess, she got the seal half concealed and she got half of it revealed. It's never a man. It was always a woman. So if God say no man in heaven, no man on the earth, no man up under the damn earth. I say, wait a minute, is men up under the earth? Clearly so. Did you think that he just meant it as some shit to rhyme and sound cute? Hell no. No man in heaven, on this earth, or up under the earth was worthy to open this seven sealed document. And here's the kicker. They say that Christ, which was man, was worthy after he got his ass whooped to open this document. But funny thing is, after that event, why didn't they document what was in the seven seals? See what I'm saying? This is stuff that people just don't click to when you say, oh, yeah, be careful what you say you believe in. Like, yeah, I believe Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. You believe. That's the problem. You don't know. Anybody that come and ask you to believe some shit without trying to get you to know it, be very wary of them. Because 9 times out of 10, bitch is lying. Lying bitch. Because whatever else would you ever have a problem with somebody knowing? Over believing. They just want you to believe, and I don't believe in too much of shit. I want to know. Okay? So, as I'm reading, I realize God told us what would happen when the seals was open, but he never told you what was in it. Because he said there was no man worthy, but Christ is a man, right? Christ is a man. So why didn't he document? He documented everything else. I mean, they documented all kind of shit. So why didn't you document and write down what was in these seven seals? He told you what would happen when the seven seals opened upon the earth, and the angels would come down, and he would sound this trumpet, and the next angel would sound that trumpet. But he never told you what the document read. And before that, he said there was no man worthy. And you know why no man was worthy? Because no man wrote it. Not even the man in heaven was worthy to read what's concealed by the Holy Mother. Witness the power of the Sphinx. They say the Sphinx always got a riddle for you to solve before she gives you anything, before you can pass. Women have always been associated with deep esoteric knowledge. But that's the secret that they wanted to leave in the ancient world. And I'm here to resurrect that shit the fuck today. Today. Okay? You got all these holy men on the earth, right? These pastors, these holy Catholic priests, you got none of them can read from this seven seal document. They don't even know what's in it. None of us know what's in it because God said that no man was worthy. But the funny thing is, he didn't say shit about a woman. He didn't say shit about her not being worthy. He said his ass wasn't worthy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That part. And when you look at, see, I'm gonna have to make a video showing you the symbols and actually breaking down those symbols in God's name. Because each symbol represents an alchemical property. You know, hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, all of these names, they mean something. And I'm going to tell you now, they have been putting symbolism, hinting at this, even in Disney movies. Even in the Disney movies. With the Disney moving Frozen, earth, water, fire, and air. And then they even go on to say in a movie that, I don't know, it's a scene where the snowman is they all traveling to the enchanted forest. And so the snowman is going on and rambling. And he's basically explaining the magical properties of each element. And he goes on to say that water holds memory. Okay? It's like we have a carbon cycle on the planet. We also have a nitrogen cycle. But I'm going to get into that in a whole other video. That's not for right now. For right now, we've always wanted to know the identity of God, the Most High God. Because in the Bible, there are, and if you read it right, it'll reveal to you that there are different levels of gods. There's more than one God. And they're listed in levels, okay? They'll say, you know, the Lord our God, or the God Almighty said this, and then the Lord our God said that. You know, there are different levels, but your Most High God is female. Your Most High God is a woman. You are not considered a son unless you came from the womb of a black woman and the seed of a black man. That must be made clear. That must be made clear. The seed of light enters into the womb of the mother, and from her womb is created a star and a sun. Because when you look at Newton Geb don't got the stars aligned in his body. The stars are aligned and created in the womb of Newt and in the body of Newt. As above, so below. Two halves making up a whole, you know. Do you think that they made that layout like that for no reason? You know, just because they wanted the shit to look pretty and artistic? No. They did that like that for a reason, so that you will know the truth. The stars are aligned in her body. Thus, the stars are aligned in the bodies of her daughters. Okay? They keep saying this thing over and over again. They like, the Son of Man is always repeated, repetitively in this Bible, and nobody ever catches it. You are the son of the mother, because you are not a son until you enter her womb and are birthed from her body. Okay? So when they say the son of the mother, they're not excluding him out, because Tahuti says sex exists on all planes of existence. Okay? They're saying that you became a conscious living soul in the womb of your mother, the goddess Nut, your black mama on this planet. And I can explain that in vivid detail, but that's for another video. I realized that he say that these men sit on high, pretending to be Jews and are not, but is the synagogue of Satan. But these men that sit on high and sit in high places, it says Satan wanted to be like God. It says Satan wanted to be like God. And when you watch these men, God's supposed to be masculine, right? The Most High God is a man. But they behind closed doors, these men sitting on high, and they putting on lipstick and heels, and they want to be women. They're creating all types of monstrosities in these labs, trying to give birth like a woman. So, if the Most High God is supposedly masculine, but these people that sit on high trying to play God and want to be God and are jealous of the Most High God, if they behind closed doors trying to be women, then what the fuck does that tell you about the Most High God? That the Most High God is female, because that's who they trying to be. They want to be the Most High God. They wanted to sit on God's throne. Well, the God sitting on the high throne is the goddamn woman. And not just any woman. It's the black woman. Witness why they destroyed her face. They closed it down to temples and stuff. Resurrecting God the masculine. Do you know what would happen if you looked upon that Giza plateau and knew all of the shit you know now, and the sun rising up in her face? Nobody could tell you that she wasn't God, because you could look upon it and you would know. You would know that she's God. The sun rises in her face every sunset. You gonna fucking deny that she's God? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. And then when you see any images of the Holy Mother or the Mary and the bandana and child, she's always black in other countries. Now they'll tell you, oh, she's black because of the soot of the candles. Bitch, fuck out of here. So you mean to tell me that the statue gets so black, it's just soot, burnt black, blackety black from the smoke, but this statue was holy and y'all don't never clean it off? You never think to clean it off? That's bullshit. The statue was black because it is black. Because they know who God is. The God Amen said he created himself in the womb of the Holy Mother. Every limb he created of himself in the womb of the Holy Mother. But then they show the God Amen bowing down and paying homage and praising the Holy Mother, because he know what vessel brought him here. He know who got him here. Do you understand? He knew whose vessel he created himself in, the womb of the Holy Mother. So there's no way that you could. Why would you ever try to overstep and destroy the image of your mother, because it's not your mother and you didn't come from her. And that's why you destroy her face like that, because you know you're in denial. They're in denial about it. You know, there are a lot of other things in that book that scream that a lot of these identities of these folks and these holy people that you thinking are men, they are actually women. They actually women. And these men are trying to be the Most High God. They want to be women. They want to be black women. They want to be that woman. So there's always been an all-out assault on her anatomy, and the taking of her blood and her organs, and saying that her uterus is diseased when it ain't, so they can get a hold of it and run studies and do all types of sick shit with it. You understand what I'm saying? This man in which we are dealing with, this beast, is sick. He is sick. And then another clue to the fact that, you know, these people and these leaders in Hollywood making these movies, they know what the fuck is up. They already know the truth. Because if you remember in the movie The Passion of Christ, how did they show Satan or death walking around the cross? The bitch looked like a woman, but then it looked like a man. It looked like a man woman. Pale as fuck, holding this pale baby. And nobody ever think to click to be like, what the fuck does that mean? And why would death be symbolized, or Satan be symbolized as some paler than life